Welcome to the College of Communications News for Tuesday, April 9th, 2013. We'll have the complete weather forecast in a few moments. I'm Sarah Brojack. Officials in Texas say at least 14 people have been wounded in a stabbing attack at a community college campus near Houston. Medical helicopters took 4 injured people to hospitals, including 2 critically injured. Several people refused treatment at the scene. Officials have arrested 1 suspect in the stabbing attack, and authorities don't believe a second suspect was involved. The suspect was going from building to building in the attack. An alert was posted just before noon warning students of 2 armed suspects on the Lone Star Community College System's website. A shooting occurred at a different Lone Star campus back in January, in which 2 people were wounded and a man was charged with aggravated assault. The investigations continue into a weekend at Penn State Altoona drinking party of about 800 people that got out of hand at Nittany Point Apartments. Police say a bottle of vodka thrown at a police car started a riot. Police ordered everyone inside their homes, and 12 students were arrested. One of them claimed to be an innocent bystander. A video shows the 19-year-old being arrested by force while saying, "I pay rent to live here, sir. Let go. I haven't done anything." But police and experts agree. When people are ordered to disperse, they must obey. Dr. Mike Arter, Associate Professor of Criminal Justice at Penn State Altoona, tells Com Radio that officers cannot order people in their homes at random. But when there is a clear and present danger to either themselves or to the public, they are lawfully obligated to listen. Nittany Point did not immediately respond to comment on this story. In what might be a sign of the struggling economic times in the United States, a major Pennsylvania employer could potentially lose hundreds of jobs to taxes. Western Pennsylvania officials announced today that GE Transportation could transfer as many as 950 jobs from the company's main facility in Erie, Pennsylvania, to its new facilities in Fort Worth, Texas. The company released a statement saying that the proposed transfer of work is subject to a bargaining period with UE Local 506 that is scheduled to last 60 days. Erie County Executive Barry Grossman says that the ripple effect of the potential outsource of jobs could extend beyond Erie.
It doesn't affect the city of Erie greatly at all. I mean, it affects the entire region. Obviously, if the worst-case scenario is 1,000 jobs, that's a serious impact on the entire region.
GE has invested $140 million into the Erie plant over the last several years. GE Transportation is the largest employer in Erie and specializes in building coal mining equipment. 2 unrelated shootings have occurred within days of each other, both involving 4-year-old boys. A 4-year-old New Jersey boy accidentally shot his 6-year-old neighbor in the head, leaving him in critical condition last night, and another 4-year-old Tennessee boy shot and killed a 48-year-old woman this weekend. The southern New Jersey boy brought a .22 caliber rifle outside of his house where it accidentally fired. The investigation will continue to determine who, if anyone, will be charged for the incident. We'll be right back after this short break.
We're over the drop zone.
Go, go, go! What kind of a person repels from a helicopter under enemy fire? Why, an accountant, of course, when he's in the National Guard and Reserve.
We've got company.
Nearly half of today's military are members of the Guard and Reserve, but they can't do it without their employer's support. If you're an employer, visit www.esgr.org and learn how to do your part. After all, their response depends on yours.
They're clear. Take her up.
A public service message from ESGR and the Ad Council.
Kid A can hit a 15-foot jump shot. Kid B can calculate the launch angle at which a projectile with a mass of 1.31 pounds and accelerating at a horizontal velocity of 11.3 miles per hour must be released in order to strike a target 15 feet away. Kid A is going to college. Kid B needs your help to go too. So support the United Negro College Fund and call 1-800-332-UNCF because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. This message brought to you by the Ad Council.
As the scandal involving former Rutgers University men's basketball head coach Mike Rice develops, an investigation at Robert Morris High School in Pittsburgh has found no evidence of the coaches against player brawls. A former Rutgers employee said Rice told him players and coaches at Robert Morris fought during practices. The school interviewed 17 people, including current and former basketball players, and the athletic director found the employee statements to be unfounded. A former player said Rice directed anti-gay slurs at him and heaved a basketball in the direction of another player. The player allegedly involved in the coaches against player brawl stressed that there was no physical contact. Meanwhile, relatives of victims in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting have been sent to Washington to lobby. President Obama hopes the face-to-face efforts will change the minds of enough U.S. lawmakers to gain a Senate floor vote on current gun restrictions. Members of the National Rifle Association are heavily opposed to recent gun restrictions that have been proposed by Obama. This opposition is making it difficult for support of the proposals to get a strong foothold in Congress. Pennsylvania's trout season begins Saturday, with thousands expected to converge on area streams, and state fish and game officials are busy stocking area streams. Spruce Creek and all of Center County has some of the most famous trout streams in the world. Meanwhile, area businesses that sell fishing supplies have been picking up after the warm weather break. The Walmart's Benner Pike store is busy selling supplies, according to Larry Coral.
Since the weather has changed and got nice, a lot of people are coming in this week and buying their license and their lures and their live bait.
Pennsylvania Conservation Law Enforcement Manager Donald Lawver says his officers will be out in forest making sure everyone has a valid fishing license.
Our focus is not only on apprehending violators of the Fish and Boat Code, but it's also to educate the public and assist anglers, boaters, and people that are recreationally spending time outdoors.
Some area streams are nearly elbow to elbow with adults and their children on the first day of season. The NASCAR Spirit Cup race on June 9th at Pocono Runway will be named the party in the Poconos 400 after a fan vote. The race's sponsor, Walmart, offered fans the chance to suggest and vote on names through their Facebook page. Tickets will be $25 for concourse-level tickets, with 16,000 seats available. Reactions continue today after the University of Louisville men's basketball team came back from behind in the NCAA Tournament Championship to defeat Michigan 82-76. Penn State previously defeated Michigan in the regular season. Louisville women's basketball team is also playing for a national title when the team faces University of Connecticut tonight. The weather has warmed up this week, and it's just in time with end-of-the-year events marked on the calendar. Com Radio reporter Sally Scherer has more.
Students and birds alike are out in the warm afternoon sun today to greet the final weeks of the semester. And by the sounds of it, spring has finally sprung in State College. As the final weeks of the school year unfold, the Penn State campus has a full agenda of events coming up for students and the community. Having such a long-lasting winter, organizations like Relay for Life Penn State were concerned that their event this weekend would be ruined by the cold and rain. Relay for Life's public relations overall chairperson, Maddie Pryor, says the rain has been a running joke throughout her 4 years with Relay for Life Penn State, but this year may be different with the recent weather change.
The past 4 years it has rained for Relay. It's like our running joke is our motto is it always rains on Relay. Right now it's a 10% chance for the entire weekend, which is amazing.
Despite a slight drop in temperature, the rain should hold off, and Pryor knows the change in the weather will have a profound effect on the attitude of the participants.
It will definitely change our attitude throughout the weekend, our morale, the amount of people that show up to Relay. It'll definitely change that, and it's great.
Relay for Life Penn State will kick off this Friday and continue throughout the weekend. Reporting for Com Radio, I'm Sally Scherer.
A teenager was rescued by emergency workers after getting stuck in mud waist-deep at a state park in northeastern Pennsylvania. Officials say the teen got stuck while walking on land that was once a lake, but has been drained since, in Nescopec State Park in Luzerne County. The teen was stuck for about 40 minutes, but not injured. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 74 degrees. Tonight there is a chance of scattered thunderstorms with a high of 59 degrees. Tomorrow there will be scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon, with a high of 76 degrees. That's the news for Tuesday, April 9th, 2013. For the entire College of Communications news team, I'm Sarah Brojak. Have a good day.
This has been a presentation of students in Com 360 at Penn State University's College of Communications.